Hi, sweet fleas. Just a quick message before we get to the video. I do have a Patreon account. And here are my lovely patrons over there. And the link to my Patreon account. I post other roleplay and ASMR macro furry content. So if you want to support my work, or if you would like to see some of the content that I am unable or just unwilling to post here on YouTube, or if you just, want your name in the credits here at the beginning of my videos, you can go over there and check it out. Also, I do commission work, and I am willing to make personalized custom videos for people who want something a little more geared to their particular interests. So if you would like a custom video from me, you can find me and, shout me out, hit me up in my DMs, anywhere here, and any of my Linktree accounts. This goes to all of my socials. So you should be able to find me over there. Give me a message and tell me hey, I might be interested, and we can work something out from there. Anyway, thank you guys so much for the support. It really does mean absolutely everything to me. I am so stoked that people are enjoying the content that I am producing. So, yeah. Anyway, enjoy the video. Bye, sweet fleas. Oh. Well, these seats are a little small, but that's no big deal. Looks like I'm a little early, which I guess is a good thing. Gives me time to take in the sights and calm my nerves a little bit. Yeah. I don't need to be this anxious, I'm sure. It's just... Ooh, I have not been on a date in a while, admittedly. I'm sure it's okay. My friend wouldn't steer me wrong. They know the kind of folks that I'm into, and I just have to trust them. Oh, but dating is always difficult. Especially a blind date like this. I don't even know what they're going to look like. I hope my friend did a good job of describing me to them. That way they can find me among the other patrons at the restaurant. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, can I just get a drink? Thanks, appreciate it. Just virgin pina colada, maybe? Thank you. Oh, I hate waiting. Oh, I'm just so anxious. What if they don't like me, or what if we don't have enough of the same interests? What if the conversation is awkward? Oh, gosh. Oh, maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe I'm not ready for this. Whew. I can do this. I've done harder before. This is nothing. You've got this, Ragna. You've got this. I can do this. My, they're, taking their time getting here, Gee. I really hope I'm not being stood up. That would make me pretty upset, if I'm being honest. They won't. They're a friend of my friend, so I have to trust that they're a good person. My friend wouldn't be friends with someone who's, like that. And they'd have to deal with all of the fallout of standing me up if they did try to do that. Yeah, I'm being silly. What am I thinking? Gosh, they are taking a while. I hope everything's okay. My friend did give me their number. I just didn't want to call them before meeting them, but I guess if I have to, I will. My, this place is pretty. Beautiful, actually. Look at that river. What a lovely sight. Oh. Oh. Do I spy a micro on my table? Are you the appetizer, cutie? You do look pretty tasty. I'm not gonna, what? You're my date? I was kidding about the appetizer thing, of course. But, wow, I'm very, come here. Why are you even hiding? So, you're my date? I don't mean to be rude or anything, but you're a micro. My friend set me up on a date with a micro. I don't know what that says about me to them. Is that how people perceive me? That I'm just obsessed with micros? I'm sorry. I'm being rude here. And you don't deserve that. Frankly, I thought you were gonna be taller. Just a joke. Just a joke. I'm just trying to cut the tension out of the situation a little bit. I'm not sorry. I'm not used to carrying on, romantic, types of conversation with a bug. I mean, micro. Sorry. What's your name? Okay. I don't know if my friend told you, but my name is Ragna. It's a pleasure to meet you. And I'm sorry for the bug comment. It's just, I don't have an unfavorable opinion of micros or anything. I think you guys are I love micros. I just love them in a way that's very different from the romantic is all. But I'm willing to give this a try. I really am. I'm not trying to belittle you. That's a bad choice of words. I think you're very cute. Yeah, I do. I think you're very cute. Um, Even if you're the size of a bug. Maybe especially so, actually, now that I think about it. My friend knows me, I guess, better than I know myself because, admittedly, I do have a weakness for tiny little cuties like you. And, I don't see why that can't extend into the romantic. So, tell me a little bit about yourself first, and then I'll tell you about myself. How does that sound? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. That must be exciting. Do you enjoy it? No, not always. It's a decent living, though, for a micro, right? Mm-hmm. I know a lot of micros do all sorts of jobs, and while they're not always the most glamorous, right? But, you know, you're clearly doing well enough for yourself, so that's something. What do you do for fun? Mm-hmm. I enjoy doing that too. I really like video games as well. Yeah, what video games are you playing right now? Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I like that game a lot too. I have a lot of hours on that one. Yeah, I do. I mean, admittedly, I never beat the game. But I did play it a lot, and I got really close to the end game. I just, got sidetracked with another game. That happens to me sometimes. Ooh, I like Helldivers too. Yeah, that's a great game. I have a lot of hours in that one. Mm-hmm. My favorite? Stratagem. That's a good question, actually. Because, stratagems are pretty situational, right? But, favorite stratagem. You know, I have a good answer, actually. Yeah, it's the Patriot Walker. Not great for every situation. Like I said, stratagems are all very situational, right? But against bugs, man, the Patriot is great fun. Yeah, just being able to mow down waves of, terminites. Yeah, I really enjoy that a lot. And it's always kind of funny to me that when you're done with the Patriot, you just get out of it and walk away from this, like, multi-million-dollar piece of war machinery just because it's out of ammo. I don't know, it's just the excess of it makes me giggle a little bit. That game really knows how to do satire, and I guess it's not even really satire at that point. Gosh. I tend to nerd out a little bit when the conversation goes to something that I enjoy. um, let's see, about me. Well, video games, right, obviously. I also like, sci-fi a lot, science fiction. And, I guess we already live in a pretty futuristic, society, furries, I mean. But, there's no reason we can't expand our imaginations to the beyond. Outside of the realm of current possibilities, there's always room for improvement technologically and otherwise. I like cyberpunk stuff a lot as well. Just the genre, the aesthetic, I guess you could say, of cyberpunk. It's, just kind of like a grimdark version of sci-fi. And on the topic of grimdark sci-fi, Warhammer, I like Warhammer 40k. And I don't actually play the tabletop game all that much, but, games set in that universe tend to be pretty fun. And, you like 40k too? Oh, which faction do you like? I like them too. I think they're cool. Yeah, I also really like the Tau. I thought the Tau were cool because they were a little less grimdark than a lot of the other, factions. Yeah, the whole, living in harmony thing really spoke to me, and I also just like their aesthetic. I think they have a really cool look to them. So, gosh, you're really easy to talk to, cutie. Yeah. Yeah, you are. Boop. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie to you, cutie. I understand, I think, why my friend set this up between us. They're a little confused, honestly, but their heart is in the right place, and clearly they know my interests and what I like. And what I like is keeping tiny cuties like you. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm a collector of sorts. I like to collect adorable little micros like you. I'm not gonna collect you or anything. But I'm just letting you know that, if things work out between us, in a romantic kind of way, then, maybe down the line I could keep you. Just a thought. You seem like you have a lot going on for yourself as well. And like I said, I don't want to take you from, your life and your friends and whatever. If you don't want me to, that is. I'm sorry again about being so freaked out earlier. I just wasn't expecting you to be. I've never dated I guess the thought just never occurred to me that I could date a micro. But you're very sweet, and you're a very good listener, and you're also very cute. So, I'm sorry that it was rude of me. And especially when I called you a bug, that's, like I said, it's, not a nice term for a micro, I understand, but, it's hard to get over the divide between us norms and you, micros. Norms and micros. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, it just kind of slips out, and I'm gonna have to work on that. You You don't mind that I call you a bug? Oh, you like when I call you a bug? I see. I didn't expect that, I'll be honest with you. I guess even though I collect micros, I have a lot to learn about them. Yeah, I think, I just don't get micros as well as I think I do, sometimes. We may both be people, in a sense of the word, but, we have very different brains and ways of thinking, I think, is what it comes down to. Um, from what I understand, from, school, and everything I've read, we're not even the same species. Yeah, norms come from completely different planets than micros do, or so I've been taught. And, over, thousands of years of, space exploration and, integration of, all of our different species mingling and populating planets. It just kind of, became the norm that, all these different furry races of different size categories live together, and we don't really even think about it much, I guess, anymore. And I don't know, it's just kind of a fun thing to think about sometimes that once upon a time, my people, cats, norms, we used to exist on just one planet. And all of us came from that one singular planet. And then, over thousands of years, we populated more systems and got together with other races and formed a new society of integration and, acceptance. And, got put into separate size categories of norms and micros. But your people come from a different planet, and sometimes I find it fun just to think about that, like, what do microplanets look like? Is everything on a microplanet tiny? Like, do you guys have tiny trees and tiny little cars and tiny little buildings? And I kind of find that very cute, if I'm being honest. I love that idea. A whole planet of just tinies. A girl like me could have a lot of fun on that planet. Nothing horrible. I'm not a monster, I assure you. But I'm sorry, I'm babbling. I just, like I said, when I find a topic I find interesting, I just have a tendency to prattle on and on and on, but you're a very good listener, and I really do appreciate that, actually. Boop. Sorry, I just, you don't mind if I boop you a little, do you? Boop. 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 You're very cute. I can't help it. Boop. Aw, I won't boop you too much. I'll keep these big fingers of mine away, but, you don't mind that either? Gosh, maybe my friend does know me. Maybe this really can work out. Because you seem so sweet and accommodating of my weird sort of go-to interactions with tinies. Would you be interested in going back to my place for a little bit, maybe? We can just Netflix and chill for a little bit? Would that be okay? No, nothing sinister, I promise. I don't mean it in a... I'm not gonna... I don't have any interest in getting too familiar with one another tonight. I really do want to give this a try. So, if you're willing, we could just go back to my place. Maybe I'll make us a cup of coffee, if you like coffee. And, I have a nice big TV. And, we can Netflix and, just kind of vibe out on the sofa. And cuddle, maybe, a little bit. I do like to cuddle a lot. And my fur is very soft. Feel my fur. Feel how soft it is. Feel my pads, too. Nice and soft, right? And warm. Yeah. So, what do you say, cutie? Want to go back to my place and relax? I promise I'll let you go home after we're done relaxing and cuddling, if you want. Or you could stay the night, I suppose, if you really wanted to. Maybe sleep with me? Would you like that? Okay. Well, it only dawns on me now that I never even ordered any food, and I didn't order you food. I've been very rude, I guess, and it's okay? Really? Okay. I appreciate that. I did order a drink earlier, I'm just gonna ask for that. Yeah, can I get the bill? Thank you. Okay, well, I'm gonna pay for my drink, and, then we get out of here, and take a lift, and, go back to my place. I'm just now realizing I don't have any pockets that I could keep you in. You don't mind being picked up, do you? Although, my arm will get a little sore, I guess, if I just carry you everywhere. Just having my hand out like this is not gonna feel very good on my arm after a while. Yeah, not that you weigh anything, you don't. It's not a weight thing, it's just holding, my arm in a specific position for an extended period of time. It's not gonna be very comfortable. Okay, tell you what. If you're willing, and I'm not trying to be lewd or anything, but if you want, if you're okay with it, I could always put you down my shirt. Would that be okay? It's warm. It's safe. I doubt anyone will even know you're in there. So there's no reason to be embarrassed either. Is that okay with you? Okay. I'll be gentle. I'm not gonna squeeze or smush you or anything like that. You're far too cute for me to squish, cutie. I promise. I'm not that kind of girl. So, here we go.